Guys, we have spotted the cart with the games that have not been put out yet. This is it, man.
What is up, Internet? Retro here, and welcome back to another episode of the $10 Game Collection Challenge. We are on a quest to build a video game collection, starting off with just a $10 bill to prove that you can indeed still game hunt in today's time, and you can do it on a budget. The only update for this week, guys, is we are getting dangerously close to 100,000 subscribers, and don't forget, we are giving away a PS5, a brand new PS5 bundle when we do hit 100K. I think last time we talked about it 2 weeks ago, we were at like 91K, and now we're already at 96. So the quicker we can get to 100K, the quicker I can give out this PS5. So again, to be entered for that, go back to this video. I'll link it right up here. Make sure that you like the video, you comment, and that you are subscribed, and you are in. We got a ton of great pickups to show you today in this week's episode. Let's get into it. We are back with another update and another episode of the $10 Game Collection. So last episode, we picked up all of this stuff right here, guys. This entire stack of stuff for just over $40, and there is a value of over $350 right here. These calculators, always good to pick these up. Another side note, I don't think I've talked about this yet. The time to get maximum profit on these is always the beginning of the semester for schools. So right now would be a really good time to list. I think we have 2 or 3 calculators, but you know, August and then also end of December, January is a good time to list calculators. So we'll list this. We didn't get too much in terms of games. We did get Simpsons Road Rage, one of my favorite Simpsons games. We got a GameCube game that was hiding in this black case, Rebel Strike, and then Lord of the Rings Conquest, and then Skylanders. So not too much in terms of games, but last episode was all about DVD reselling, the most untapped reselling market that there is. Right here, we're looking at over $300 in value right there, which is pretty friggin' nuts. We left off with $287 and some change in the game fund, and we sold a couple more things. We sold Skylanders Trap Team. This sold for $35 plus shipping, $35 plus shipping. Eureka Season 5, I believe this sold for $13 plus shipping, and then 2 Skylanders Imaginators games. This one sold for $22 plus shipping, and then the same for this one. So all right here, after eBay fees and everything, we net this for a grand total of this in the game fund. What I think is crazy is we picked this up for, you know, a couple bucks and sold it for 35, which means just this almost paid for the entire lot last week, and there is tons of money there. You think doing this 1 time over, 2 times over, and then you multiply that week after week, dude, you can build a huge friggin' collection. And if you're not trying to collect, you can, you know, obviously resell and make a lot of money by buying games cheap for, you know, a couple bucks, selling it for $30, $40, and then reselling all of these types of items. I'm telling you, there's just so much money out there to be made. And again, if you're not trying to just make money, you're actually wanting to collect, you can fund your collection super, super cheap. So I don't know, probably $350 or so in the game fund. Tons of funds to go out there and game hunt. So let's do it. A couple things to look at here at Goodwill today. First is this calculator, 1091. Now this is an older one, TI-81. I am about 95% sure that this has no value, so we're gonna leave that there. We have a Mad Catz controller. It's a wireless controller, no receiver. I would probably get this for $1.21 if it had the receiver with it, but gonna pass on that as well. I am gonna get this though. This is the Wii, I believe, classic controller. Surprisingly comfortable,
and I just like, I'm not big into the whole the Wii remote, Wii nunchuck. I prefer this if I'm playing any kind of like regular platformer. So these are actually really comfortable and they sell pretty well. I think this sells for like 15 or so. I'm gonna get it just to put into the $10 game collection, but cool to pick that up. So we will get that. And then here is a whole bag of, are these, I always forget, it's not, these aren't Skylanders, these are Infinity, Disney Infinity, that's what they are. I don't know which ones are worth anything. I know that there's some Skylanders ones that have some value, and I think there's some of the Disney Infinity ones that have value as well. I don't know. Y'all tell me down below in the comments which ones to look out for so we can all learn together. For today, I'm going to pass on these. 15 for all of those, which is probably not a bad deal, and I'm probably messing up bad right now by not getting those, but you tell us down below which ones to look out for. For now, I'm going to get this. Couple things to talk through at Goodwill. A ton of CDs at this Goodwill, like holy man. And just looking at these, it brings me back to high school. You got Oasis, What's the Story, Morning Glory, and then, y'all remember this one? Vertical Horizon. Dude, this brings me straight back to high school for sure. And then this, my sister played this all the time. Dogs, Virtual Pets. I remember her playing, I'm pretty sure this one specifically, but that's not too interesting. I was just going through all the CDs. The biggest thing you want to look out for is the little NTSC logo. That's obviously not it, but I basically go through all the CDs and I look for this specifically. That little logo right there, I don't know if it's gonna focus or not, right there. NTSC, if you see that, it's gonna be a PlayStation 1 game. Now, we found one, nothing to really talk about too much. Spec Ops Ranger Elite, never played this one on the original PS1, but man, PlayStation 1 games are pretty rough, especially some of those 3D games that they pushed the limits back then, man. They just didn't look great. This is $2, I believe. It may be $1. I'm not actually sure what the color of the week is, but no more than $2. It looks brand new. Looks like this probably was never played. And I'm gonna pick it up just because I haven't found anything today, and when I get bored, I just want to pick up something. So we don't have this for the $10 game collection, and for $2, yeah, you know, whatever. I am gonna get this for my own personal collection. We got a Johnny Quest VHS. Actually, quite a few VHSs also here. I'll come over here and show you all of the VHS, like this huge wall of movies here, and then over here are a ton as well. So I have a lot to dig through. I haven't seen any games. I did go through all the DVDs and didn't see any games, but now just kind of hunting for things for my own personal collection, like VHS and stuff like that. So, but we did find one OG PS1 game for $2, so you know, not terrible. All right, guys, so today is one of those days where I'm seeing a couple things that there's some value here, but I just don't want to mess with it. Like this right here. Here's a Hello Kitty. Let's think it's a, what's it called? Space Millennium or something? Space Millennium Wedding. Hello Kitty is from 1999, if it focuses. And this is selling for around $20 to $25. I have no idea why, but there it is. And then check this out. Here's a little Hello Kitty McDonald's thing, like pleather looking, I don't know, but I think this is selling for around 15, and it's super cheap, but I just don't want to mess with it. And then over here is this Dragons Mega Blocks set from 2002. This is Warrior Fortress and has a ton of friggin' pieces in here for only $4.94. This is selling even incomplete for around like anywhere from like 30 to 40. Complete, it's selling for a ton, but I just don't want to mess with it. It's friggin' huge, and I don't want to count all the pieces and mess with it. And yeah, so there's stuff all the time that you can buy and flip, but you got to put time into it. And this is just one of those situations where I don't. The time isn't worth it to me, so gonna pass on that and pass on the Hello Kitty plush for today. couldn't quite talk over by the DVDs because there's people over there right now. So just gonna go through everything right here. These were all of the DVDs that I have not looked up before, and you're seeing one game. So I guess I'll go to the game first. Only one game over there, and it's Animal Crossing City Folk. I don't remember how much this is going for, but it's $2. I want to say it's at least like maybe 18-ish or so. Definitely gonna pick this up to flip because we already have this, and it's just gonna be an easy sell. And then all of these DVDs, unfortunately, none of these have value. They're all like right around like 5 to 7, so not worth flipping. This is one that we actually bought before and sold, but it's actually went down in value. So this is just a good example of how sometimes, you know, the prices of DVDs do fluctuate, you know, good and bad. I thought I scored whenever I saw that, but it's not worth much at all. But City Folk for $2 is pretty great. All right, guys, this is an example of where we have to work with what we have. One game, My World Coach. Well, at one point, Movie Gallery was selling it for $10. I loved Movie Gallery back in the day. This is $2. Not gonna get this, just don't have any interest. I got some Recess. I actually don't have this VHS. I may pick this up, but no games, so we resort to DVD flipping. This looks horrifying, but horror movies, DVDs, and VHS sell really well. This one is selling for around 20 to 30 bucks. I think the cheapest one on eBay right now is like $28, so we'll get this to flip. Unfortunately, no games, but man, I mean, that's 25 bucks to put back into the game fund to get more games. Let's go. Back at Goodwill, where all DVDs and games are $2, never marked here. Nothing in terms of DVDs. They have quite a few like sets, and that's usually the stuff I do pretty well on here. Is, you know, you get this whole set for $2, but I didn't find any. Here's a bunch of the closer. Usually I look out for the later seasons. Some of those sell a little bit better. We got Breaking Bad and NCIS. But didn't see anything that was worth picking up. They do have a bunch of games here, mostly all sports games, and they're not even, you know, like the newer ones, so not worth picking up to flip. But there are a couple games that we don't have. So we don't have Amped 2, snowboarding game. I don't think it's worth a ton, maybe $7 or $8, but don't have that one. And then we got Need for Speed, a bunch of Need for Speed games. Underground 2, we don't have this one either. These are a couple OG Xbox games, always good to pick up those. And then Need for Speed Hot Pursuit for the Xbox 360. This one is in really good shape. You have quite a few Need for Speed games now. I think these are like number 5 and 6 of all the Need for Speed games that we're picking up. So a decent little find. About to look through all of these. See, there's not any original PS1 games, but yeah, you would think there'd be at least a couple DVDs to buy and flip, but I'm not seeing any right now.
A couple quick sales, guys. We sold 2 DVDs. The first one up is The Buttercream Gang. Shout out to this movie. A pretty nostalgic movie for some people. I think whenever we found this, there were so many people in the comments that talked about this movie. Growing up with this, we sold this for $12 plus shipping. And then Wild America. Now this is one of my favorites from back in the day. You got Jonathan Taylor Thomas and Devin Sawa back in their heyday. Fun fact, this, or actually parts of this movie, was filmed in Arkansas. I think the Fort Smith area. No one probably cares about that, but there is your fun fact for the episode. This also sold for $12 plus shipping. So after eBay fees, we should net close to 20 bucks, 20, maybe even $21. So we will add that back into the game collection fund.
See how much this is right here, that calculator?
They just put a sticker on it and...
I mean, maybe.
Oh, this is 303.
Yeah, I'll get that if I could. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, we've spotted the cart with the games that have not been put out yet. This is it, man. All right, what we got? What we got? What we got? Yes, Ratchet and Clank. Up your arsenal. Oh, okay, that's half off bucks. So it's only 2. Okay, okay. Worms, Forts, Under Siege. Okay. Risk, Hitman 2. Yeah, we'll get that one. San Andreas. We'll get, and I'm gonna skip Risk and Chess Master. We'll skip over those, but Resident Evil 4 we'll get. So sweet, y'all. 10 bucks for all of those. Here, let's see what's in here too. What else we got? Oh, let's see. Those are all DVDs. So these are all DVDs too. Cool. We'll just get those. Just these 5 games. We lost one. Here we go. There we go. These 5. Gotta be first to these carts, man. They go so fast.
All right, guys, we're about to get into these pickups, but I gotta talk about this lot of games first. You just saw me pick up these at Goodwill. Basically, this cart had just came out with all of the new items, the new merchandise, the new product, and that's the time. That's the time you got to get over there and start looking. What's funny is, and kind of weird, is you didn't see this, but right behind me, there was a guy, like basically right up on me, over my shoulder, looking at all the stuff that I was getting. I could feel his presence behind me while I was doing my little bit, talking to you guys about all of the stuff that I'm finding, and then I stop recording, and he's like, "What you got, man? You got some games?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm looking at some games." He's like, "Oh, wow. You gonna get all those games?" And I'm like, "I mean, I don't know, man, maybe." "Oh, really? Are you gonna buy all of them?" And he kept on going, and I was like, so I know exactly what was happening. I've had this happen before when I was on the other side of this, and I'm at, you know, a garage sale or whatever, and I'm a minute late, and that person has the box of games, and they're looking through them, and you're like, "Oh man." So he's basically getting over there to kind of feel out the situation. Am I gonna keep the games? Am I gonna leave the games? But he just kept on, man. And I was like, dude, I finally was like, dude, yeah, I'm gonna buy all these games. And he was like, "Oh, all right, man." He was not happy. He was mad about the situation. But I was like, dude, I don't know what to tell you. But he did get my leftovers, which was Chess Master and Risk. But how strange. I'm like, dude, just give me a little bit of space. Like, I'm gonna buy the games. I'm sorry. Just, I don't know. Anyway, all right, let's get into these pickups. We spent a total of $27.95 on everything, and we did good. We got the Wii Classic controller. This is my preferred way to play most Wii games, is with this controller. A really good controller, and that guy is worth 13 bucks. Paid $2.92. The next pickup was Spec Ops Ranger Elite for the original PlayStation. Those graphics are rough. Can't even imagine what kids would say nowadays about this. This is not worth hardly anything. $4. I don't think I showed this footage whenever I was picking up that game, but right after I found this Johnny Quest VHS. Some of the Johnny Quest VHS actually sell pretty well. I'm gonna keep this just for the collection, but I've sold some before for like 10 to 15, so be on the lookout for those. Then we got Animal Crossing City Folk. This has went down a little bit. It was, man, whenever the other Animal Crossing, was it New Horizons came out, this thing was selling for like 40 bucks. It's went down. It's like $18 game. We did get Monster Man on DVD for $2. This is worth about 24. This is one of those situations where I will replace this case, get it into a new case, and it'll look like new, and we'll flip that, hopefully make about 20 bucks or so. And then we got 3 OG Xbox games. Amped 2, which I'm just assuming is Xbox's version of like 1080 or you know, 1080 on the N64 or Cool Borders for PlayStation. But there's Amp 2, and then we got Underground 2. So Amped is worth $7. Underground 2 is worth about $12. And then another Need for Speed game, Hot Pursuit, is worth $7. So paid $6 for all of those. And then moving down here, we did get another calculator, the good one, TI-84 Plus, in really good shape. I'll take off that sticker and then remove that. 303, selling for about $50. And then the lot of games where the guy was mad at me and he didn't get them. $10 for all of these. We got Resident Evil 4, $2 each. Resident Evil 4, we actually already have this, so I'm starting to get together a bunch of games to trade in to the game store because we don't need a lot of these doubles. But yeah, for $2, I'm gonna get them. Hitman 2, Silent Assassin, Resident Evil's 11. This one is 5, and then we got GTA San Andreas, a great game. I liked Vice City just a touch more, but still a really good game. Worth $9. Worms Fort, another game that we already have. Surprisingly, we have found this game twice this year at Goodwill's, which is, yeah, I wouldn't think that would be the case, but that is worth $9. And then the big one is Ratchet and Clank, Up Your Arsenal. These games have went up so much in value, and amazing game. This is worth $20 complete, and it is complete. An old half-price books sticker. We don't have half-price books around here, so I don't even know where that is from, but yeah. So all together, all in, we spent just under $28 with a grand total of $189, and we ticked off somebody. But a good week. We'll sell most of this stuff this week to recoup some more money into the game fund, but you know, making $150 for a week is good in my book.
Guys, I am telling you, it is so important to be at the right place at the right time, and thankfully, we were in this situation. We were just in front of this guy to get these PS2 games. I'm probably most hyped that we added our third Ratchet and Clank game to our PS2 collection in the $10 game collection. One of my favorite video game series of all time. We spent barely any money this week and have almost $200 in value. Definitely a great week. Guys, as always, thank you for hanging out, for watching the video. If you are enjoying the series, by all means, hit that like button. Subscribe if you have not already. And until next time, peace.